Hi, this is Sharon Bornholt with the Louisville Gals Real Estate Blog, and I've got a quick tip for you today, another marketing tip, and it is to always be tracking your marketing results. Just imagine for a minute that you send out 500 letters a month, and at the end of the month, you have no idea how many leads you got from that mailing. Can you see how that's really not a very good idea? Now, if you've got multiple ways you're getting leads. Let's say, for instance, you've got bandit signs. You've got someone putting these up for you because you have a day job. You might put a code on the back of their, you might have a different phone number, like a Google Voice number, which would be really a good idea if you're using bandit signs. So when people call in, you could see they're calling that number and you would know how many calls you got from those signs. Now, do you think you're going to remember at the end of the month? Well, I can tell you you're not. So you need to write it down. Now, I keep kind of like a journal or a list type of thing, but I have a little book that I use to write down the actual lead names and phone numbers, and from there I fill out a property information form. Now, if I'm doing direct mail, you can use a different number for your direct mail. Some people that send out a lot of mail pieces even use different numbers on each mail piece. They might have a phone number for their probate list, one for their absentee owners, and yet another one for high equity or, whatever their other list is. Maybe it is a code violation list. But the point is, you need to be tracking your marketing. Now, let's say for a minute that you don't really want to get into that kind of a system right now. You're just getting started. Well, you can do it the old-fashioned way. You can simply ask people, how did you hear about me? Now, right on my property information sheet, I have a spot to put, how this lead came in. Is it an absentee owner? In that case, I'll know it came from this source. If it's a probate or, if it's a web lead, then I'll know that because I'll have that tracking within my website. I can look back at the end of the month and see how many leads came in and how many of those turned into deals. So whatever way you do it, you can set up a system, or you can do it the simple way. You just simply ask people when they call, well, how did you hear about me, and how did you come to contact me? And then just simply write it down. Write it down on the sheet, and at the end of the month, when you look at it, you might think you're not getting any results, but in reality, you are getting results. Remember that you're going to need, in most cases, about 20 calls, 20, maybe 25, depending on your area of expertise at talking to sellers. You're going to need that many calls to look at 2 or 3 houses to get a deal. So, and direct mail response rates are about 1 to 3%. So if you're getting 1 or 2 calls per 100 pieces of mail you're sending out, that kind of tells you how many mail pieces you need to send out. So if you're sending out 500 a month at 2%, you're going to need to be sending out 1,000 pieces to get those 20 calls. So does that mean you're doomed if you don't have enough money to send out 1,000 pieces? Absolutely not. You can get leads. You can get some of those leads from another way, maybe from Craigslist. You can hammer up a few bandit signs. We're back to having 3 to 5 strategies for your real estate business at all times so that you've got leads coming in from all the different sources. So if you have any questions, just shoot me a message over on the blog, Louisville Gals Real Estate Blog, and be sure to listen into some of the podcasts. I've had some awesome experts on there that I've interviewed that are just full of knowledge they're willing to share. You can find those on the blog or over on iTunes at Let's Talk Real Estate Investing. This is Sharon Bornholt, and I'll be back soon with another marketing tip. See you soon.